this turn back will pay the price. Yeah, the road's washed out about half the time. Oh, but you ought to see it when you get inside. Yeah, it's a quarter mile deep and a half mile wide. Where the water falls into a clear blue stream, everything's covered up with kudzu green. And nobody knows it but my buddies and me. We're gonna turn it up and let freedom ring. We don't call it a holler for nothing. You can party all night if you wanna. Scream at the stars, dance on the car, sip moonshine from an old fruit jar. You can drink smoke, you can smoke beer. Anything goes around here, cause the sheriff ain't coming. You can ask any coal miner's daughter, they don't call it a holler for nothing. It's where we all go to hook up and hang. Out here where the world can't hear a thing. Yeah, we show a little skin and raise a little hell. Bow to the sound of the river, yeah. We don't call it a holler for nothing. You can party all night if you wanna. Scream at the stars, dance on the car, sip moonshine from an old fruit jar. You can drink smoke, you can smoke beer. Anything goes around here, cause the sheriff ain't coming. Well, you can ask any coal miner's daughter, they don't call it a holler for nothing.
Come here real quick. Hey, can you hear me now? Are we good now? Can you hear me? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know something, guys. Let me know if you can hear me. I know there's a little bit of a delay there. Just give me some comments. Throw a whole bunch of like things. Good now. Okay, perfect. What I was saying is, I think we got the internet fixed. Kudos to Mr. Kennan's son, Brad. He went over to his other son's house, Brad's brother, Kennan's other son. They live next door to each other. It's pretty cool. Went over to his house, brought me a Wi-Fi card. Seems to be doing better. I'm getting actually better pull, not so many ups and downs at the moment. Hopefully it stays that way. I don't think a lot of people realize how much internet this actually pulls, this whole broadcasting thing. So we'll keep that going. So we'll give a quick update real fast. We got William Brewer, 94 inches, leading the pack, taking on Jesse Wade, who's at 81.5. Will has really pulled away ever since he caught that 21-incher, gave him a 9-inch call, plus he caught a 15, gave him another inch. David Brook, 88.25 in second place spot, taking on Blake Power, that has yet to post a fish. Kyle Zimke moved up to 87.75. Mr. Mountain Time himself has reached the game, taking on Miss Catherine Field, who was at a slow and steady 26.5. Got on him early, hasn't seen much since. Mason Good now with a 5-fish limit and a couple calls, sitting at 85.75, taking on David Massey, who's up to 46.75. Tori Webb, 83 inches, still beating Derek Brundle, who only has a 3-fish limit at 51.25. Then we've got Matthew Conant, 44.5, who is taking on, I believe it's Walter Hansen, yet to post up a fish. Chad Danielson sitting at 44.5, taking on Matt Linseman, who I believe is somewhere around the 52 range. He doesn't have service to post any fish. Alex Dolliver and Ben Steele still with zeros on the board. Slow start this morning. 16 anglers fishing out of the singles event. 5 out of the 16 have yet to post any fish at all. Let me go ahead and bust open the teams real quick. Icky Thumb still with a commanding lead, 134.5 over the A teams, 95.75. Starley and Hutch still with a big lead themselves, 47.75 over Smoking Guns, 36.5. Florida does not seem to be fishing well today. Iowa, I gotta say, Mason Good, Tommy Thompson, Matthew Barnes, all posting up numbers, not necessarily huge numbers, but they're all on fish. So I would watch out for these Iowa anglers today. They came to play, they mean business, and they're showing us every bit of that. We're actually going to go ahead and open up the Skype calls here in just a second. I'm going to be alternating between singles division and teams division. We'll try to get some guys on here we haven't got already this morning and see what's going on. I'm going to go ahead and try to get Mr. Kyle Zimke himself on the phone, and then we're going to bust out with Icky Thumb after that. We'll see if Skype will push through here. I know Kyle's in a rough area this morning. There it goes. We'll see if he can pick up now. We tried a little earlier, weren't able to reach him. He called back. I had the A-team on. We'll see how he's feeling now. Kyle!
What's up, my man?
What are you doing? What is in the waters in freaking Idaho? You're up number 3 again today, and you've only been fishing for like 2 hours.
Really? You know me. I don't look at the standings because then it gets in my head. But that's pretty cool, man.
Well, we got to brag about the standings on broadcast. That's what we do. All right. I know last week you kind of told me you were on some smallmouth on beds. Are they still on beds today?
Dude, they are. I still can't wrap my head around this. It's July. Thankfully, it's not really hot, but I'm kind of stuck in a predicament where I'm at because I kind of had to go through a gauntlet to get here, and it was about 5-foot swells consistently.
Woo!
Yeah, where I'm at actually right now, I can't get over the top of the sagebrush so you guys can see. But I'm in a cove with a windbreak, and that's a little bit of what I got to deal with. What you can't see is straight white caps for about 4 miles to the truck. Not too excited about that one.
So you were just
I may be here all day.
Now, was it like that as you were coming out there, or was it? Did it pick up while you were already on the water?
Well, the wind was blowing this morning when I got here, and I kind of chanced it coming out here knowing that the wind was probably going to pick up, and it did. So now I get to hang out here all day until it calms down. Or push my 5-footers all the way back, which I will probably do anyway because I've done it before.
How are you feeling about having to fish that spot? I mean, are you at a spot where you feel like you could still pull out some coals?
Oh yeah. I'll still swing for the fences, big boy.
Are we gonna see back-to-back weeks in mid-90s?
I'm trying to break 90. I got to get rid of a couple 16 inches first, though. But some of the big girls that I'm used to seeing on beds, they might be there, but when there is 5-foot rollers over that rock pile, they're really hard to find.
Well, you already threw up one 19-inch smallie.
That was on the rock pile before the rollers hit. I had to move from that spot.
That's a tank to start out with. I mean, a 19-inch smallie, you're talking about 90% of the world's PB smallie right there, and that's just like, oh, that's just another one in Idaho.
Yeah, that's just another Snake River smallie.
You're one of the. I think you might be the only angler left. Maybe some of these northern guys. I think New Yorkians are mostly largemouth. I think you might be one of the, if not the only one of the very few anglers left fishing smallies this time of year.
I fish smallies year round. I've been dabbling in the largemouth world a little bit here. We've got a few places that have some nice ones. I went to a place a couple weekends ago and ended up smashing them. I couldn't believe it. And they were still on beds too, and I was catching them on a buzzbait and stuff, hippins and cattails, which was a surprise.
You caught a good one not too while back, didn't you?
Yeah. I was actually in my boat that time. We have an Idaho Bass Anglers Association, and they done tournaments 2 weeks consecutively, and I won them both.
Wow.
Yeah, the second weekend over the 4th of July, I went to that new lake sight unseen, never been there, knew nothing about it. And I done it to handicap myself, basically, because a bunch of my friends were all fishing that other tournament, and I felt bad. So I went up there, and, well, the rest was history. I ended up smashing everybody with giant largemouth. I had no idea they were even there.
Just ended up going boss mode on them, huh?
Yeah. Well, and I've always wondered if them things would really eat birds or not, because you get all these stupid lures and you hear about it and you see these pictures and whatnot. But I that day, I seen one topwater suck up a little baby bird, and I about pooped myself. And I threw a buzzbait on and casted right over where that happened, and that big old tank ate that buzzbait.
Oh,
and
crushed
I got to see that bird in its mouth. It was pretty cool.
He had the bird in his mouth still?
Yeah, about halfway down, it was dead, so I didn't bother pulling it out, but I let him keep it.
You always hear stories like that. Dude at the dock hit a bird's nest with a broom, and the bass just crushed these birds, and you're like, whatever. And then you hear about it like from a guy like you who's seen it on the water, and you're like, oh, wait a minute, maybe I should have a bluebird special.
Right. I was really thinking that I wished I would have had that stupid bat topwater bait or whatever that came in a Lucky Tackle box a few years ago.
I don't know of anybody that's ever caught a fish on the back, but that'd have been a situation.
It might have happened. You never know.
What's your game plan for the rest of your day? Regarding your competition, you never know what Catherine Field's going to bring to the table. What's your game plan for the rest of the day to put up as high as you can get? Oh, well, as soon as this heat starts coming, I'm going to probably move out in a couple different spots where I know that they're starting to recover. Done a little pre-fishing a few days before, and I was finding some fish finally starting to move. I was banking on this morning on some of these nicer ones, but I didn't find the giants that I was looking for, so I'm kind of hoping I might be able to go out on a ledge and find it, but that wind is going to change everything. And Catherine is not one to underestimate, and she might be in an area where she could find some big fish. So she's on Erie.
Stop. What's that?
She's on Erie.
Yeah, see, she told me that she might be up there because her family was going to go somewhere, but I wasn't sure, so that's where I wasn't going to cut myself short. So I'm swinging for the 100 inches like always.
Right on. Are you now? I did want to bring up one thing with you on air. Tell us about these new ZR custom buzz baits you've been dabbling with that are starting to appear on Facebook.
Well, I've always made a few. I tried these center axis blades just for the fun of it. Yeah, and I'm not a big buzzbait guy. Like I said, I've actually caught a couple smallmouth on them even, which is a surprise. Mainly I just made them just because we got these little ponds around home, kind of by the freeways and stuff here and there, different spots that have largemouth in them, and there's so much moss and nastiness that it's the only way you can fish them. But yeah, they work amazing actually. I only make them in one weight as far as 3/8 weight ounce goes, but I do make them with a couple different blades, and then of course all the favorite ZR custom tackle colors.
Ones you can't get anywhere else, I'll point out.
Yeah, I don't make anything you can get at the store. I refuse to make a straight white or a straight chartreuse of anything. My chartreuse dragon is a pearl blue and chartreuse with a kind of a teal colored head. Watermelon shads are all kind of an imitation of a bluegill or a perch. They don't look like it to us, but it doesn't matter what it looks like to us. It only matters to the fish.
That's right.
Yeah, the Night Rider is another one that's good old dark. It's got a little bit of black and some watermelon chartreuse in it, so it's kind of a cross of both. And my most favorite one's a chartreuse June bug. That just happens to be the one that does it for me, but everybody's got their own preference.
I'll tell you guys right now, I'm sponsored by this guy, and he has yet to put one of these buzz baits in my hand. I'm out here with a freaking solid white booyah, just cussing it out and throwing it in the bottom of a tackle box, and waiting on my freaking ZR Customs box to get in. But I'll tell you guys right now, if you haven't ever seen ZR Customs baits, go to the Facebook page. He does great deals all the time, and it's one of those guys that I firmly, personally believe that he makes baits to attract the fish, not the angler.
Yes.
Some of his stuff is ugly, I'm not going to lie, and he made me a believer as soon as I tested it.
So do you get your mail on Saturdays?
No. I might. If I do, I'm not at home to receive it.
Oh, well, that's a bummer because you got a buzzbait headed to your house. I sent it off a couple days ago.
Well, if I get a notification that it hits my house today, I might drive the 3 hours back home to get it before tomorrow morning.
God, I wish I'd have known where you was at. I'd have just sent it to you where you was.
Oh, it's all good, homie. It's all good. I got plenty of time to get back and use it, but I know you're out there stuck in a cove. We'll let you make the best of it, brother, and we'll holler at you later this afternoon.
Right on, my man. Right on.
Well, take it easy, brother.
Have fun, guys. See ya.
Kyle's always great to talk to. He's just one of those dudes you can have a conversation for hours on end with him. Let's see if we can get old Icky Thumb on there. We're gonna start with the head honcho, Tommy Thompson. If it'll let us. If it'll connect through to Tommy Thompson. Again, I don't know if it's going to be my end or his end or what. I don't know what Skype's got going on. So Derek Brundle had to completely uninstall his and restart it, and it's not looking like it's going through on Tommy. I'll shoot him a message just to make sure. We'll shoot him a message, and in the meantime, we'll see if we can get Matthew Barnes on. See if Mr. Barnes wants to come on Skype with us this morning. No connection on Matthew either. Oh, let's see. I don't know what all that's about, but we'll try. Tommy said he thinks his Skype is on. We'll try again. All right, Tommy said he's got a new phone. He's got to send me an invite. So we'll that's no problem. We'll do that. While I'm waiting on that, let's go ahead and see if we can get another Iowa angler on real fast. Mr. Mason Good. Mason just messaged me. And I was just calling him anyways. You know what's funny, Mason, is I was just about to call you anyways, and you sent me that
Really?
message. I was. I was getting ready to call you right now, and you sent me that message.
That's funny. Can you see me?
Not yet. I don't have your camera yet.
About now.
Got you now, buddy.
Well, my attorney tag just fell off my board, so I'm gonna have to put that back on there before I. Ooh. She's not even fighting, I guess. Can you hear me?
I got you, buddy.
Okay.
How big we talking here?
Oh, I don't know yet. I went to put her on the bump board and my attorney tag came off the end of it, so I gotta fix that.
You had a little bit of a slow start this morning.
Yeah, well, we got some pretty good storms this morning. It started about 3 o'clock, so I didn't really get on the water until 7. By the time that all died down.
Lost your camera there, buddy.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna measure this fish quick.
No, you're fine.
Oh, we're only looking about 19 and a quarter.
That's still a good fish. It's still going to give you a good call too. There's a bunch of areas that seems like they're just starting to wake up. It seems like Texas or Florida is just starting to wake up in the teams bracket as well. And but there we go. There's the stud fish Mason Good was talking about. Beautiful.
Yep. Yeah. I think it's been kind of cool the past couple days, and plus with that rain we got this morning, I think it cooled the water down quite a bit.
I'll tell you what, Tommy Thompson just put up a tank.
Yeah? What did he put up?
20 3/4.
Nice.
Oh, Tommy the Tank King. He's given the A-team a run for their money, and the A-team is struggling today. I mean, I'll put it this way. Matthew Conant's got 2 fish in the 12-inch range.
Really? I saw they weren't sitting too hot, which is kind of a surprise, but Tommy and Barnes they're hammers. I think they're gonna win it. I think they are.
I mean, it's one of those. It's so hard to pick against names like Derek Brundle and Matthew Conant, but that's what I told everybody on the show last night. I said, if anybody can take it down, it's going to be Icky Thumb. And the thing about it is, I don't think it's a big blowout at all. I think it comes down to one 17-inch fish on someone's board that they can't get rid of.
And yeah, I agree. Jeremy and I were kind of talking about it last night, and on our side of the bracket, the A-team's definitely the team to beat, but I really think Tommy and Barnes can do it. And some fish. So, and I don't think that's going to be his only big one of the day. What's barn sitting at? You know?
I can tell you. Let me see here real fast. We had a little bit of internet problems this morning we had to get taken care of, but it seems like that has fixed now with this Wi-Fi card we got in. I think that's what I was telling them. I don't think a lot of people realize how much internet this broadcast actually pulls.
Yeah.
Let's see. Teams tournament. Barnes is at 65.5. Tommy Thompson's at 77.25, even with that 20-incher. But they are the only team over 100 right now.
Oh yeah, they'll both definitely be upgrading throughout the day. That's for sure.
I mean, they've been on all you Iowa anglers ever since about 9:30 have been on a consistent pull. All the way up till now. So, I mean, going into a little bit over an hour, you guys have just been, all three of you, one after another. I know Jeremy Brands wishes he was out there right now also.
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of a hard thing to start our bracket on the river. I wasn't really for sure how my day was going to go, but thankfully that guy didn't upload very many fish, so that kind of helped me. But
speak of the devil, Derek Brundle throws up a 19-incher out of nowhere. He's doing his best to give Icky Thumb. I mean, I really think that's the matchup to watch this week is Icky Thumb versus the A-team.
Oh, I completely agree. Yeah, because Brundle and Conant, they're going to be throwing up fish all day long, but Tommy and Matt are going to keep going, and they're going to do the same thing.
I mean, having a 5-fish limit this early definitely helps with motivation for sure. Keeping that going is going to be the trick. But like you already know as well, day one in this team's tournament means absolutely zilch. The only thing in day one matters is how many 20-inchers can you put up. Day two is where the importance comes.
Yep, that's for sure. And Tommy and Matt are going to be grinding out all day, both days. I'll tell you that right now. There's no way they're getting off the water any early on either day. If something crazy happens and the A team doesn't put up any more fish, 6 o'clock on Tuesday.
Could you imagine if the A team went down this week to Iowa? I mean, that would basically say, look, not only is Iowa producing in singles competition, check out what they just did in teams. They're moving on to the final two.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's crazy. It definitely can happen. All right, now you're on your home waters this weekend. They were thinking that you had a tournament. Did you skip out on a tournament, or did you just not have one? No, we didn't have one. The King of the Hammers that Greg was talking about, that's later on in the year. And then I have an IKA tournament tomorrow over at Lake Icaria, southwest Iowa. And I know you told me you're in your early 20s also, correct? Yep, 22. 22, and you're out here grinding with the best of them. Dude, I'll be honest with you. I'm 27, and I wish I was in your shoes when I was 22. I wish I was doing the things that you were doing, and it is just an absolute staple to all young fishermen out there of just what you can do with the heart and desire that you guys have over there in Iowa. Yeah, definitely. I started bass fishing when I was real young with my dad and my two uncles that really got me into it big. And then my dad got a kayak, and so I had to follow him and get one. And so then we all kind of started kayaking, and then Jeremy got me into the tournaments. So I didn't know really how to do it or where to get started, and he helped me get into them. So I appreciate that a lot. Well, big shout out to him. You are doing wonders, and you are giving David Massey a number to chase here. So, well, we'll see how this whole thing plays out, but you have pretty much shown that, hey, Mason Good's on his home waters, and he came to play. Oh, yeah. I'm seeing mid-90s, 94 maybe. That's what I'm going to shoot for. Well, we're definitely going to be watching. We'll let you get back to it, buddy, and we'll be watching throughout the day. All right. Have a good one. You too, buddy. Thanks for coming on. Yep. See you later. Mason Good is awesome. Let's try giving Tommy Thompson a call. There we go. We got the right one now. Tommy T.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I don't have your camera just yet. I hear the wind too.
Yeah, it's bad. 20, probably 20 plus. 20 plus million hours, got something 30.
Ooh, tell us about this freaking tank you just threw up, 20 3/4 inches.
Yeah, I was flipping up into a tree, real nasty tree. Had a lot of limbs coming off of it, and I was getting in there as far as I could. And I skipped it in there. I've been trying to skip in there pretty much for the past 30 minutes. Skipped one in there, let it sit for a minute, started jigging it out. Jumped right on it.
Ooh, how did it feel having to pull that tank out of a situation like that?
It was pretty bad. There was two stumps or two layover or two laydowns. I had to get it up and over. I was in there pretty deep.
Boy, you were a little nervous, weren't you?
Oh yeah. Then I almost punched it out with a net. So luckily I got it in.
Well, I'll tell you what, that is a heck of a difference from what we seen out of you this morning. It seemed you were on just a complete dink fest.
I was. My first lake this morning, I didn't even get started in it. I got to the ramp real early. Sat there and drank my coffee. Took my time. At about 5:50, I rolled down to the water. Got my boat set up. Hit the water about right at 6:01, 6:02. Paddled over to the spot where I'd fished a couple weeks ago, and was completely matted up. Duckweed, green slime, probably about 90 feet on the bank. I wanted to work. Took 2 or 3 casts, decided to pedal back to the truck. I switched lakes. I didn't even fish it.
I tried getting your partner on Skype.
Got to this lake, and it was.
You got to that lake and what?
Yeah, I can't hear you, bud.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? You hear me?
So I got. Yeah, I can hear you now. As soon as I got to this lake, I started catching fish immediately. Now I'm just looking for the big ones.
Right on. I tried to get your partner on Skype. I guess he's in another bad
It's harder than
service
hell.
area. Oh, we might have lost Tommy there. Tommy, I think we might be having some bad service interruption with you.
Yeah, I can't hear you, man.
All right, I tell you what
I
I'll
can't
do.
hear you, Marcus.
I'll let you get back to fishing. I'm not sure if something's going on, if it's just the service, but I'll let you get back to fishing, and we'll check in with you later, buddy. All right, he gave us the thumbs up. We'll take that. It was a little bit of a lag spike there. I don't know if he's in a bad service. My internet was showing that it was holding up pretty good. Not 100% sure on that one, but let's keep it rolling here. We'll try to get him on later. I mean, I'm not 100% sure what was going on. I will tell you what we are going to do this evening, since we only have 16 anglers fishing today. All the winners this evening, as long as they answer, are going to come on live with us. Mason Good did just move up to 89 inches, following only Will Brewer's 95. We've had a couple more people throw up some fish. Next on the list that we haven't gone on today would be David Massey. Let's see if we can't get him on. I think he made a new Skype, so I'm going to see if I can find that real fast. I think David did make a new Skype, and we just need to get that rolling so we can get him on here. Perfect. Here we go. All right, let's see if I can't find Mr. David Massey. I don't know what it is about Skype, but it never wants to find somebody's phone number. No idea. Never wants to find the guy. But we'll see if we can't pull him up the old manual way. I don't think he's the one in India. Let me see here if I've got a phone number for him real fast. We'll shoot him a text message, see if he can give us his live ID code, and that way we can bring him on. Let me go ahead and take care of that just real fast. We'll get knocked out. We'll get somebody on the phone here. If he doesn't answer the text message, I'll give him a shout here in a little while. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next guy here. We had Matthew Conan on. Let's see if we can get Mr. Chad Danielson from Minnesota on. First Minnesota angler we've ever had. And he's got fish on the board for a second week in a row. Let's see what happens.
Hello.
Hey there, Chad. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, how are you?
Doing good, doing good. I don't have your camera just yet.
Hey, hold on a second.
There we
How's
go. Dude, you threw up a tank this morning.
Yeah, second cast, and then it's been a grind the rest of the way.
Right on, right on. Are you on the same body of water you were on last week? Did you go somewhere different? Might be having some service problems here with Chad, too. There we go. Chad's moving. All right, we're unfrozen now. You hear me, Chad?
I'm on the same. I pre-fished a little bit on a couple of different ones, but not that I had confidence in this one. Sir?
Okay. Service seems to be coming and going. Did we lose Chad altogether here? We might have lost Chad. He's I'm waiting for him to unfreeze. He's pretty frozen at the moment. Uh-oh. Yeah, we might have lost Chad there. Not sure what's going on. We'll try giving him a call back real quick, see if that works. I think we had service problems with him last week, too. I don't know. We'll try him back here in just a little bit. Let's see if we can get Miss Catherine Field on. See if she's in a good service area. Then again, it could be my connection. I've got internet saying that it's holding solid, better than I've had all day, but you know, that's numbers. Me and numbers don't get along. I've had a lot of anglers text me and let me know they are having service issues. Let's see if we can get Blake on the phone. Let's try him. He's caught some fish now. There we go. See if he wants to answer for us. Blake!
How's it going?
It's going, buddy. How are you?
Oh, struggling a little bit. We're out here.
Right on, right on. Seabass himself.
Yep.
So, tell us a little bit about how your day going. You just threw up your first fish of the day. Is that your only one you've got so far?
I got one smaller one, but frog fishing, and you know how that goes. Missing some, so just trying to get my hook set down, and hopefully we can find some nice fish here.
Right on, right on. And if I'm not mistaken, you went down to Missouri to fish, correct?
Yep. Yeah, I pretty much just crossed the bridge. I'm in Missouri, so I do most of my fishing in Missouri.
Right on, right on. Well, tell everybody a little bit about yourself, Blake. We've all gotten to hear about the text to Greg and to Dave, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, I 26. I travel for work a lot, and I like to fish on the weekends, you know. So I got fishing out of an Ascend. Pretty simple setup.
How are you liking the bracket system so far?
I like it a lot. The setup's really cool. I mean, you get to fish from all over, and then every once in a while you fish somebody that's just a straight, well-known hammer. So that's pretty cool.
Absolutely. I mean, I kind of got put in the same situation. I fished in the very first bracket against two people I didn't even know. Third round, I got paired up with Mr. Jeff Isham and was lucky enough to take him down. And then the man right behind me over here, Rodney Kennan, was the one that put me out in the Elite Eight. And everybody knew he was a stick. I knew what I was going into. You yourself, you're going up against Dave Brook, one of the better-known Illinois anglers.
Yep.
And what does that do to your mentality? Yourself. Does it make you a little nervous? Do you feel the pressure? Do you get in your head, or do you just go out and have fun? How's it play out on your end?
Well, I mean, regardless of your fishing, you got to come out and fish the way you know how. So I like to. I mean, it doesn't really matter who you're fishing. You're not going to change what you're doing just because someone else is good. But I just come out here and try to fish the way my grandpa and my dad taught me, and put some of those techniques on the water.
Well, I'll tell you what. You want to know what Dave Brook told me at 9 o'clock last night?
What's that?
He says, Marcus, I'm going to catch 84 inches and lose.
Yeah.
That was what Dave Brook's mindset was. He said, there's no way I beat this guy tomorrow.
Well,
then he throws up the first 5 fish limit of the day just about.
Yeah, I glanced at it earlier, but I don't look at it a whole lot when I'm out here.
He's sitting in 3rd place, but he's pretty much been there all day. He hasn't really culled much. I think he's at 88, but he kind of got to 88 and just stalled out.
Yeah.
So you've got a little bit of work ahead of you, but from what I hear, nobody knows those waters up there around Missouri like you do.
I don't know about that, but I got a couple good spots here. This lake I'm at today, I haven't fished here in like 3 months. So that might be part of the reason I'm a little bit behind, but.
Now, are you gonna potentially swap lakes, or are you just gonna grind it out, live or die?
As of right now, I'm gonna try to grind her out. I know there's big fish in here. Just a matter of putting some hooks to them. If it gets a little later and I feel I need to, then I'll do a lake swap.
Right on, absolutely. Now, when you won, how many inches did you put up last week?
It was like mid-80s, I think.
Mid-80s. And when they announced that you did win last week, were you surprised? Were you expecting it? I mean, how did you feel about that?
I kind of knew ahead of time. Elsie messaged me, but when he got done, so I kind of knew, but it was still pretty exciting.
I mean, you took down a KBF National Championship winner in round 1 of the KBBT bracket. That is something nobody can take away from you. You're only the second. Sorry, actually, no. I think you're the first one to take down a champion.
Yeah, it was pretty.
I'm thinking back. We've had some major hammers go down. Corey Dreyer, Cody Milton, Sadiki's lost a couple times now. But I think I'm not 100% sure on how many of them have a championship win, but I know Elsie does. As far back as I can remember, you might be the first one to take down a national champion.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's like I said, it's cool to get a chance to fish against guys that are known all over. And then to take home a W, it's pretty cool.
I mean, in your bracket, we talk about guys that have had a gauntlet in every bracket. Jason Starley had a gauntlet if he would have made it out in the South, but he lost first round. In the gauntlet in your bracket, you got to be one of the people to consider. I mean, Mike Elsie, Dave Brook. If you somehow make it past this one as well, you're looking at either Alex Dolliver or Ben Steele. If you make it past that, you're looking at, Matt Linsenman. I'd have to go back to the other bracket, but you got to be one of the guys in yours here to be strongly considered. If you make it through, you ran the gauntlet.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely some good anglers coming through.
Oh well, Kenan just told me that Elsie's in the top 3 today at the the Susky tournament. The reason he's fishing that is because you sent him home packing.
Well, good.
I mean, that right there, look, win or lose today, that right there is an accomplishment that not very many people can say. Actually, nobody else in the nation can say they took out Mike Elsey in the KBBT bracket system. You're the only one.
Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, hopefully, well, not hopefully, I'm gonna get a bag today. So hopefully it's big enough.
I didn't have a bag last week until well after 1:30, so I know all about that sweltering sun and afternoon bite, just grinding it out. But, you know, in this situation, you don't necessarily need 10 fish. You just need the right 5 fish.
Yep. 5's all you need.
That's it. Well, I tell you what, buddy, I'll let you get back to fishing. I'm going to go ahead and bring some more people on. That way everyone gets a shot that's caught fish today, and then we're going to start doing some fish offs.
Right on.
All right, buddy. Well, good luck to you. Take it easy. We'll holler at you later on.
All right. Have a good one.
See you, buddy. That was Blake Power. Let's go ahead. Miss Catherine has messaged me. Let's go ahead and see if we can get Miss Catherine Field on. Mrs. Field.
Hey, Mark, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
I'm okay.
You're on Erie, right?
Yeah.
You got on
somewhere.
a real quick 2 fish bite. Now all you got to need is the 3 fish with a kicker.
Well, I've lost about 7. Yeah, I'm not fishing very clean today, but it's a lot of boat traffic and waves and wind right now, so I'm at the mouth of East Harbor where it goes into Lake Erie for now, just sort of chilling out. But
Right on. Kenan was
sorry, there's about a billion jet skis.
Kenan was looking at your flag saying it's just staying straight out because of the wind.
Yeah, it's a little breezy, but a lot of pleasure boat traffic. This is like a big giant marina, and everybody's going out on the lake for Saturday or whatever. And I was out there for a little while, but it got a little dicey. Oops. And I decided to play it safe today. So.
Right on. Well, how did you feel when you knew you were going up against Kyle Zemke, when you were excited that you didn't have to face him the last time?
Wow. Kyle is a really good angler, and I have a lot of respect for him. He beats me all the time from Idaho. But, you know, I knew going into this I was going to have a hard time because I'm fishing no pre-fishing. I'm just going for it on this lake. And, yeah, I'll still keep plugging away, I think. But, you know, I don't know. I'll risk putting my foot in my mouth, but, you know, you guys said some awful nice things about me last night, and while I appreciate it, I don't entirely agree with a lot of it. But you know, I'm just me, and I like to fish, and I'm trying my best, and you know, I don't have any magical formula, and someone says something like God's on my side or something. That's not true. So, you know, and I don't feel like I should be, I don't know. I got listed with a bunch of really awesome anglers, and I just don't feel like that's where I'm at. And, you know, maybe someday, but I'm just going to keep plugging along. And I don't know, it just was sort of weird. And I just wanted to say that because, you know, I'm not superhuman, and I'm not, I don't know, I'm just me and trying to do my things, and I mess up a lot, and, you know.
Well, I completely see that
The
there.
deep thoughts that you have on the river, I guess, but.
Well, hey, I'm the president of the Kathy Field Fan Club, so I'm not supposed to continue what I'm doing. We've already got like 108 members, and it's climbing by the hour.
Well, I don't know. That's just what I wanted to say. Was I just think, I don't know. I just felt a little weird because I'm just trying to do my best and fish and learn and do things, and you know, whatever happens happens. I'm not, I don't know. I don't think I've earned that, and it doesn't feel right. But
Well, I'll tell you, I wasn't the one that said that necessarily, but I was the one that said you are an absolute inspiration to me. And I think that you are very well, I mean, I wouldn't say single-handedly, but I would say very well helping, you know, grow the female angling in this sport. And that's what I said last night, and I can't thank you enough. You're an inspiration to me. I personally think you are a great fisherman. I think you sell yourself a little short sometimes. I got to be broadcasting you when you caught that first 5-fish limit, made my whole day. I got to see that excitement in your eyes, and I cannot wait to see the excitement on your eyes tonight when you pull another 5-fish limit out of nowhere today. So you think whatever you want. I'm going to stick with my opinions. I think you are running the gauntlet. I think you got a tough matchup this week. Win or lose, though, I'm proud of you. The rest of the world is proud of you. And you've got one of the biggest followings in KBBT out of anybody out there, and you deserve every bit of it.
well, I appreciate the support. I don't know. I just want to be clear about that because I got a long way to go, and I don't know. I'm just a human being out here trying to make my way, and just I don't know what else to say about that. I just felt it. I just don't think I should be up there with all those amazing anglers, and I'm not the only person that's inspiring. There's lots of people, and I'm inspired by a lot of people. You know, I'm inspired by a lot of the women that I fish with and have gotten to know. And then you got people like Christine Fisher out there doing amazing stuff for women in the sport. And, you know, I just have a lot of respect for them, and I just don't feel that I'm there yet. And we'll see. I'm going to keep plugging along and stuff, but I just want to keep it real. You know, I'm just who I am. And
hey, you're a fisherman.
What's that?
You're a fisherman. Win or lose, go home or keep going. You're a fisherman just like the rest of us. And you are right. We, even here at KBBT, we have had some amazing female anglers that showed us exactly what they were made of. We've had Christine Fisher, Heather Swindler, Kathy Matheny.
Heather Swindler, Kathy Mahaney, Cher Carbassian, Carol Wells. I know I'm forgetting Scylla Johnson. I mean, there are amazing women anglers out there, and you know they work hard, and I appreciate that you guys give them a voice because I think they really need it, and that's all I gotta say.
Hey, you preach
I'm pretty much
that.
today on. I guess my mode today is just try my best here.
Amen
But
to that.
I just don't like. I just want to be real about that, and I don't know.
Well, hey, day in, day out, you're completely right. It is absolutely my honor to give each and every one of you female anglers a voice, get to bring all of you guys on camera because it's a blast. And, I want to be able to see, like I told you before in a private message, I would love to see a bracket that's 50% dudes, 50% girls, and they're all going at it. I think that
Hopefully, maybe it'll get there someday, and I think, it's gonna take some time, and I guess if anything, for any angler or women anglers, like, I think it's worth, if you want to go do tournaments and whatever, like, go do them. There's nothing holding you back to do that, and just go, and it's hard, and you're gonna struggle, and you're gonna doubt yourself a kabillion times, and it's not easy, and it's difficult. It's very difficult, and I hope people understand that you don't let that stop you from trying. But I just don't feel like I'm in that anywhere close to that group of anglers. I'll keep trying, but I got a long ways to go, and I just, they put in a ton of work too, and they deserve the credit that they get for doing that. God, these waves are getting big.
I can see you bouncing around a little bit there.
I was like, wait a sec. But I just think that they gotta, they worked really hard to get where they're at, and I'll work hard to get somewhere too. But, I don't know if I'm making any sense.
No, you
I'm
absolutely.
pretty good at not making sense lately. But, I don't know.
I completely understand what you're saying. What I would like to ask you, so that everyone out there can see it, if you had one piece of advice to give any of these female anglers that are just on the borderline of possibly starting out, what would you say to them?
Oh, God. I don't know. It would have to be 3 parts.
Hey, it's your show.
First off, I'd say be courageous about it, because it's scary. It's scary to go do things you've never done, and it's scary to drive off by yourself somewhere or go on lakes like this that you've never been on and try and figure them out. Like, it's not the easiest thing in the world, and just try and be courageous and start small if you can, and just keep plugging away. And I guess the other part of that would be just don't give up on that. Like, it's so easy to let your mind take over and convince yourself that you're not going to do well or something, and you just never know. You just don't give up on that. Just keep plugging away. And I guess the last part would just be, and this is, all the credit goes to Christine Fisher on that one, because she said in this podcast I listened to, there's time on the water, and I've really tried to do that, is put as much time on the water as I can, because that's the only way to improve. And that's why I'm going to these, that's why I'm out here on frickin' Lake Erie, or that's why I'm out on Mississippi River, or that's, now I'm going to go to the Susquehanna or the Delta or whatever. Like, I'm trying to do all of them because I don't have that kind of fishery where I live, and I want to get better. And the only way I'm going to do that is to do it. I can't watch videos and read books or whatever, read magazine articles. I mean, that gives you some tips, but until you're in it and you experience it, that's how I learn. And I think that's the way you have to do it. You have to go get out there and put the time in. And I guess that's what I'm trying to say. when I got lumped up with a bunch of people that are fantastic, amazing people and fantastic anglers, is that, you know, I'm not there yet. Maybe someday I'll be there, and I got a lot of work to put in to get there, but I want to earn that. So I don't know if that's necessarily anything inspiring, but
Anthony, you can think what you want personally. I think everything that you say is inspiring. So I will take it and I will run with it. And I will still continue believing in you throughout this entire day on Erie.
okay. Well, I'm not giving up.
I know you're not. I don't think there's any give up in you. I don't think when God was creating people, he was like, we're going to give up away from this
No,
person.
that's entirely not true. I would say the reason I am where I am right now is because I have given up, you know, in the past, and I know what a great sacrifice that is to yourself. And I'm not doing that. Like I'm not perfect. I mess up all the time. I'm I'm a fallible human being, and I've been through some stuff, and I know that I can just, to get through it, you just got to keep going. But you know, I mess up and make mistakes, and I'm just as human as everybody else. And you know, I know I'm like sort of emotional kind of person if you haven't figured that out. And you know, and sometimes that's a good thing and sometimes that's a bad thing, because I get it. I don't always do so well with that, but I don't know.
Well,
So that I bet you weren't expecting that when you called me on Skype, but that's sort of where I'm at right now. I just, you know.
hey, it's your time, it's your show. We're here. All we're here to do is support you and respect what you have to say, and I appreciate everything you came on and told us today.
Okay. Well, hopefully I'll actually catch some more bass. I've been really good at losing them today. Like, I don't know what these Lake Erie bass have been doing in their little bass school, but they've learned really well to jump and throw the hook. And they're professional hook throwers, I'm telling you. But
it sounds like me on every live tournament everywhere.
yeah, I had some really nice ones that I've lost, and that's sort of heartbreaking, but man, the boat traffic's crazy.
Holy cow, there's like 6 boats in your camera.
They're like going all around me in here, but oh well.
Well,
I'm in the State of Titan, so I have no worries that I'm gonna turtle. I just gotta stay in it. Just have to stay on top. That's the goal. And try and keep my line in the water. But anyways, I appreciate you listening to me ramble and, you know, expound on human fallibility. But
is there any shout outs out there that you would like to give?
I think if anything, I just would like to just say thanks to all the people that, you know, root me on and support me and talk to me and, you know, are willing to, you know, give me a chance and listen and put up with all my boneheaded crap. But I appreciate them to death, and I appreciate you guys for giving me a chance. And I'll still see what I can do to give a run on Mr. Zemke. It's going to be a tough one, but you know, I appreciate that. And you know, the people I've met kayak fishing have really changed my life, and I want to give that back.
Well, I will read you before I let you go. I just want to read. You have 2 comments that are directed at you. One from Mr. Craig Knight. He hit the nail on the head with this one. He said, "Thank you for sharing, Kate. You're an inspiration to everyone, not just women." Couldn't be a more honest comment. And then Heather Swindler says, "Hi, Kate. Good luck out there. Love you."
So, yeah, Heather's a good gal. So Anyways, welcome to my world.
Hey, thanks
It's
for
a
bringing
little
us into it.
at times, but whatever, you know. So,
Thank you for
guys,
bringing us into it.
yeah, you guys go out, have fun, catch fish. Don't give up. You know, every day is a new day to write. So,
Right on. Well, we'll let you get back to chasing those jumping Erie bass, and hopefully we see you throw up a couple more on the board today.
all right, thanks.
Thank you, Catherine.
Bye.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, from the bottom of my heart, if you're not inspired by that woman's words, I got nothing for you. That woman can move mountains bigger than I ever could on this broadcast. If you are not inspired by her, I got nothing for you. I'm sorry. But, I mean, that's a wrap. I'm very appreciative that she came on and shared that with us today. Always love picking her brain on just about anything. And that was just all around good words. So that was very much appreciated. With that being said, we are going to jump over to the couple teams, guys, that we haven't covered just yet, and then we're going to get into a few fish offs before we wrap this day up. But let's go ahead and see if we can't jump on. Let's see. We got some boys going on. Judy, I just missed your comment. I wish I could have seen it just a little bit sooner so I could have told her that one as well. But hopefully she goes back and looks at the broadcast and sees that one. Judy Richardson says, go Kate. Let's see if we can't get Danny Gann, who has been throwing up consistent tanks all morning, and we'll even see if we can get his partner, Mr. Bobby Morin, on as well. Danny!
Hey, what's up?
You gonna stop throwing these tanks up anytime soon?
Yeah, for a little bit. I've missed a couple of good fish too today. I just couldn't get to the frog. Too much grass or lily pads or stuff.
You're telling me that 2 20-inch fish aren't good fish?
No, they're good fish. I had a couple other good ones about the same size that got off. I actually just never got to the bait, and then they wouldn't follow it up. So.
Well, Bobby told me y'all's game plan this morning was to break 200 inches on day one so you could take tomorrow off and rest.
Yeah, that would be nice, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not.
You look like you're in a sweat bath this morning.
Yeah, it's hot out here. So I'm right here back at the truck. I'm just flipping a little bit of hot drill to see if I can get something out of these mats in here before I leave for lunch.
Right on, right. Well, you had a phenomenal day yesterday. Oh, I'm sorry, last weekend. I apologize.
I fished last week. There's a good summer bite here that, man, when it's on, there's just as many 20-inch fish as you want to catch usually. I mean, it's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
And it's a small lake, maybe 17, 20 acres, something like that. It's got a good population of good-sized bass. So.
I need you to do me a favor and not take Greg there.
It's a hard fish. This little lake, either people love it or they hate it. You know, it's like I said, there's a lot of cover, you can't get to the bank, fish the bank, so you can fish the weed line or the lily pad line. You're gonna go in there and flip heavy stuff.
Right on. Well, I mean, you're obviously putting on a show today. You know, you're fishing really well. Not a whole lot of fish. Have you caught some smaller ones you just haven't posted, or?
Yeah, I got a limit of 5. I got another. If I posted, I got a 16, a 14, and a 15 also. So.
We got your partner, Mr. Bobby Morin, on here with us as well.
What's up, Bobby?
Y'all called just in time.
Oh, he's got a fish in the net. About time you caught something, Bobby.
Oh, look at this. Here we go. Nice.
I told you. The light turned on, between 11 and boy, I tell you, it's turned on. This fish hit me 3 times. Let me call y'all right back. I got to take, or let me see if I can take a picture.
All right, buddy.
Hold on, maybe I'll do y'all on the phone with this new fancy phone I got.
Did y'all get rain today?
It's
You can't hear it?
No, I can't hear. Danny, do I need to let you go? I don't want your phone to get wet.
No, I got it covered right now, but it's a little summer storm. What I really wanted to do it needed to rain between about 2:30 and I come back out about usually it's just the bites on then.
Yeah, my bite started probably about 20, 30 minutes ago. And then the rain,
Guys, I don't know if it's on y'all's end or my end, but it seems like there might
come
be a little
through,
bit of surface.
and I said, well,
I think it's Bobby's in. He's out there in the middle of nowhere. So.
I got both of you frozen up here a little bit on me. I got Danny Gann coming back. Bobby, you are just you are completely frozen. We get to see your mustache, but that's about it.
hold on a minute. All right, I had to take me another picture of my fish.
How long was it, Bobby?
18 and a half.
There you go.
Swim away, girl.
That'll beat the one you got on the board.
All right, let me pull my camera back up. All right, can you see me again?
We've been able to see you this whole time. It's just frozen.
All right, let's try to see if we can get back in this.
Might try turning your might have to hang up and call back and join back the call again.
I'll call you right back.
Oh, there he goes. But yeah, Danny, don't get your phone wet, brother. We're just here to talk to you guys. We ain't here to cause a disturbance or some technology problems.
Nah, you're not causing that problem, man. Like I said, it rained for about 5 minutes. If even that, it's already stopped. So it's just a quick summer shower. Like I said, I'm about to get off the lake here, go get some lunch, and then like I said, I'll come back here same spot, this afternoon, and probably come back to the same spot tomorrow morning.
There you go. Y'all got me now.
We got you now, Bobby.
Yeah, I got it.
And that old bass right there hit me about 1.5 foot from the boat and missed it. Then come back. I dropped it right back over the edge again. He hit it a second time and missed it. So I made a long cast and come back, and he caught it right at about that 1.5 foot from the boat again. I got him that time though.
Well, Bobby, you told me what your game plan was for you and Danny this morning, and I got to say, Danny seems like he's holding up his fair end of the bargain, but you got some work to do.
Hey, like I said, my bite's just turning on. And then with that rain just come through and the rain's gone now, you ain't got to worry about me doing my part.
Well, I do have to ask you one serious question.
You go right ahead.
What brand wax do you use for your legs?
What brand what?
What brand of wax do you use to wax your legs with?
That would be Cherokee Indian there, sir.
I was just curious, Bobby. You got some of the best looking legs in the KBBT.
Shoot, that's when you get older and that Indian part of the hair falls out.
I hope he didn't just knock his phone in the water.
So
Do you see the way that camera is? I hope he didn't just knock his phone in the water. He is completely frozen at that angle. I really hope that sucker didn't go in the water because it just flipped completely sideways and then Bobby went off.
He probably dropped it inside in the boat. Hopefully, I'd hate for him to come on the water and go get another phone or camera. He's already had some phone issues this week.
This is his second phone this week.
Yep, exactly.
Bobby Moore has left. Huh. That's one to think about.
Yeah, we won't know if we text him later on and he answers. He don't answer.
I'll try giving him a ring on the cell phone here. We'll see if he answers or not.
Okay.
I'm calling the wrong number. I forgot. He's got a new number. I was like, that's not good. I forgot Bobby's got a new number real quick. Let me find it here. It's just crazy because that phone angle went completely sideways and then he went nowhere. It's ringing. So that's the question is, does he answer it or not?
Yeah.
He did not answer his phone. I don't even know what to say to that one, bro.
Yeah, I don't either, man. I hope it just landed in the kayak and not hit the water.
I really hope that his phone didn't go in the water, but I seen it when it happened. He was in mid-sentence and he was casting, and as soon as he casted, his phone flipped sideways, and that was a wrap. But you would think if it would have went in the water, we would have seen it. Oh, here's Bobby back. Okay. Thank God.
Yep, thank God.
Bobby, we thought you dropped your phone in the water. Well, he's not completely back yet, but he's back on the call.
Okay.
That's at least we know he's got his phone.
Right.
Bobby. There's Bobby coming on camera. All right, we're good. Bobby, did you drop your phone in the water?
No, let's see if this thing's even gonna work now. Hey, can y'all hear me?
We can. We thought you dropped your phone in the water.
I dropped my phone in the water. A damn dadgum alligator hit the bottom of the boat, knocked me out of the damn boat.
It knocked you out of the boat?
Yeah. Can't you tell? Holy smokes, Batman. Boy, I'm glad I got my rod stuck with these floaters on them.
An alligator hit your boat. We noticed that the whole phone went sideways and then you disappeared. We were like, I hope he didn't just drop his phone in the water.
Oh, everything went in the water. Still picking stuff up.
Alligator hits the kayak and knocks Bobby overboard.
Holy smokes, that scared the poo out of me.
I don't think that's ever gonna. I don't think we've ever got anything that's ever gonna happen on broadcast that's gonna beat that moment.
It was
I hope it don't.
Bobby, we're just talking this morning.
That was my last shoe. I got my last shoe back.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4. And then trying to get back in the boat with a raincoat on, a life jacket on.
I've got to go
Whew,
back.
well, nothing else. I cooled off. All right. Now let's get back to fishing.
I'm actually watching it right now. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can see what it hits. But that's Hey, Todd, what do you think about that?
I was watching and was like, what the heck happened? And now I look at Bobby and he's all wet, so crazy.
Yeah, this time we didn't jump out of the boat, but we did go out of the boat.
How big was the alligator?
Probably 8 to 10 foot.
Dude, I just watched it on the broadcast, and it's literally you watch the whole boat rock and foam goes out of it. We didn't get to see you go overboard though. The
You
phone
didn't get to see me with the phone coming over behind it.
the phone disconnected before we got to see you go overboard. That's
Oh man.
It almost looked
Never blown.
That's crazy, dude. I don't even know. I don't have the words to say anything about it. I don't know what to say.
Welcome to Kenansville.
Like I said, we were discussing that very same thing this morning about 5:30 or so.
Yep.
That's crazy. Glad you're safe.
Oh shoot, man! By the time I got underwater, I already had my gun out of holster and in hand.
Hey, Rod Merritt says that beats a moose any day. I'm stumped. For the first time in KBBT history, I got nothing.
That's some crazy.
That's all right. He swam the other way. I think he come up and he spooked himself and he just jumped, trying to get away.
So did the kayak roll, or did it just knock you out of it?
No, he hit from coming from right to left. He hit it on the left side. It just dumped me out that way.
Oh, so you seen it?
Yeah. Yeah, he come up right up under the boat right here.
Jeez.
He was probably laying down there in that grass asleep, and then I come over the top of him and probably spooked him.
I'll tell you right now, I don't know if y'all ever seen a white boy run on water, but that's exactly what would have happened if that would have been me. Well, I know there ain't no real land where you're at, but I'm promising you right now I would have found it. Oh, we lost. There's Bobby. Bobby's back.
I'm back. Someone was trying to call in.
That's ridiculous.
Hey, what'd you say this morning? I'll do whatever it takes to catch a fish.
I can't argue that now.
No, that's what you said. And that storm that comes from us a while ago, it come out of nowhere. I didn't even get
when
no.
I said it, but I didn't think you were going to be wrestling gators in the freaking water like Crocodile Dundee.
I'm trying to find some clean water. The water's pretty dirty right now.
You better be careful what you say about that water. Another gator gonna come after you.
Hey, I'd rather be in clean water so I can see him, not just see him come up from underneath. Dan, are you having any luck, Danny?
Yeah, I got my 5. I got a couple 20 inchers. I'm probably sitting at around 85 inches, maybe.
Oh yeah, I got my work cut out still. Then.
Yeah, I haven't submitted a couple of them, but
yeah, maybe I was just about the fish gods.
I think this afternoon bite is going to be good.
What was that, Todd?
I was going to ask if you saw the updates on the leaderboard. We got some movers in the singles side.
I did. Actually, we have got an absolute showdown. Derek Brundle, 88.5 inches. Tori Webb at 88. A half-inch difference from the person that said that everyone said there was no chance. Tori Webb is bringing the pain, and the only thing separating him and Derek right now is that 19.5-incher Derek threw up this morning.
Yeah, Tori just caught an 18.25 to call up a couple of inches there, but Derek, just he finally just got his 5-fish limit within the last hour and a half.
That's right. We still have 4 anglers that haven't even posted a fish on the board yet.
Jesse Wade's up to 86.50, chasing Will Brewer's almost, I would say, impossible 95.
I wouldn't say impossible. I mean, Jesse's thrown up 90s 2 weeks. I know those.
No, I said almost impossible.
Oh, I mean, it's gonna be tough. He's definitely got to pop out some 20s. I mean, if he could bust out one 20-inch fish right now, he would be in it. But he's got to have at least one.
Yeah, and then Mason Good there at 89, man. Good job for him.
Yeah, David Massey came out the gate swinging, but, it looks like his bite is pretty much killed off. Zemke's right up there where Zemke always is.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I tell you what, Danny and Bobby, I'll let y'all get back to fishing. I'm going to try to bring on a couple of these guys who weren't able to get earlier, and then we're going to start doing some fish shops this afternoon.
All right, so we'll talk to y'all later.
Right on.
Everybody have a good step on the water.
Bobby, stay dry.
Oh, well, I hope so. I'm soaking wet now. I can't get no wetter.
Well, be safe. That's key. Be safe.
Later, guys.
See ya. Right, talk to y'all later, guys.
I don't have words for this. I mean, it gets not. I went back and watched the video 100 times, even screenshotted it. I don't know what we would have done if we would have seen Bobby just fly out of the boat. I mean, I just don't know. That's crazy.
Matthew Barnes just put up a 20.25, and Tommy Thompson a 20.75 back-to-back hours in the team event.
I've probably seen it and didn't capture. I've seen the 20.75. I don't know if I've seen the 20.25.
Yeah, so Icky Thumb has the 3 biggest bass of the last 3 hours in the team event. They're up to 167.50. The A team is 17.5 inches out with 149.
Well, it's good the A team finally getting up there, but I mean, the thing about it is the A team has.
18.5 inches out.
Mr. T Sizzle.
What's up?
Dude.
How you doing?
Hold on, I can't hear.
You hear me?
Oh, that's rough, man.
Bro, you're bringing the pain. You're a half-inch behind Brundle. You're giving him an absolute run for his money.
Well, I'm trying, brother. I'm trying. Trust me, but it's been tough today. But I'm pounding. I said I was going to bring the hammer today. I'm holding it.
Bro, you are bringing the hammer. You are competing with arguably one of the best kayakers in the nation. And,
yeah, I know.
And you're doing it in skinny water.
Yeah, I'm doing it in skinny water. I'm in a little feeder creek again. Feeding it. I'm just hitting these little pockets of where the current breaks. I started out with a water flapper this morning, and then once the sun hit the water, that died away quick. So now they've been on a Ned rig for me.
You just caught that freaking 18-incher on a Ned rig?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good Lord. Now I am jealous. Are we going to see you break 90 inches?
What's that?
Are we gonna see you bust 90 inches this week?
I hope so. I can't
Have you had Derek Rundle on yet?
I have. Well, Tori.
It'd be cool.
Go ahead, Todd.
I was just gonna say, it'd be cool to see them two fishing so close
Can you hear me?
be live head to head right now.
Yeah, Tori, I can hear you, buddy. I think the thing about with Tori, though, Tori doesn't fish on camera. He has to hold his phone.
Okay.
Tori, can you not hear us, buddy?
I can't hear you guys. Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you, buddy. D-Sizzle, you got us or you don't, bub?
Hello?
I don't think he's got us.
Hello?
No, I don't think. I think Tori Webb has got no audio coming from our end.
Hopefully, he didn't drop his phone. Get it wet.
I went ahead and removed him just because he couldn't hear us. I mean, but still though, he's bringing on. We actually had Derek Brundle and Matthew Conant both on earlier.
Yeah, sorry I couldn't come on earlier, man. I drove all night long to Chattanooga, Tennessee. I literally slept for an hour, and I'm up again. So.
Oh no, you're good. You were actually, I was using you as a test to see if it was my end or if it was these anglers not having service. I figured you were sleeping. I just wanted to see if it would ring through, which it did. So that was the good part. We've had a lot of anglers just not in service today. I'm ringing David Massey at the moment. We haven't gotten to have him on just yet. And then I'm going to try Chad Danielson again. He was in a really rough service spot earlier. Maybe we have that fixed now. And then I'll try Matthew Barnes, of course, as well. It's just Jason Starley is one of those we forever have bad luck getting him on air while he's on the water.
You had David Brook on today?
We had David Brook on second right after Will Brewer, as Will Brewer landed a 21-incher on camera again.
Nice. Good job, Will. I wrote him and said that he was, congratulated him on his great start. That was when he had 93 inches, I think.
Who picked Jesse Wade?
I did.
You picked Jesse Wade. I knew somebody picked Jesse.
Yep.
MC Welding has now joined the broadcast, and for those of you that don't know who MC Welding is, they're the ones that make all that awesome hardware that every one of these elite anglers guys bring home. We posted a video up a while back. He's actually cut the team's trophies out already. He's the one that makes each and every one of that. He's located in East Texas down in Avenger. Complete home operated business. It's not one of those major, big factory things. He does all the work himself from painting to cutting. So if you need any trophy or any kind of metalwork design, hit up MC Welding on Facebook on KBBT's behalf. All right, Massey did not answer again. We're going to try Chad Danielson and then jump over to the teams guys. And then after we try all them, we're going to see if we can't get some fish offs going. Rodney still here? He went home? Too hot? I tell you what, Todd, I did get something that you haven't got. I got a shoulder rub from Rodney Kennan, and the dude might be old, but I'm going to tell you what. Worth every penny of Louisiana driving.
You guys got a lot of stuff that I haven't gotten. You guys got to meet all these people that I wanted to see, but my job's not allowing me to do that at the moment. I'm trying to get debt free so next year I can do this maybe full time.
Dude, you guys have got to see this dog. Look at it. This dog is huge. This dog is huge.
I can't see it. Hang on, let me look.
You can't see my camera, boss.
If I look at the live feed, I can.
Oh. Hey, look at here. There you go. Look at it. Awesome. best dog ever. All right, Chad did not get to come on. Looks like he's still in a bad service area. Let's try Mr. Barnes, who we haven't got on, and then we're going to try Jason Starley. And if neither one of them answer, we're going to jump to the fish-offs. And for all of those of you guys that are watching right now, I want to hear what the fans want to see. If there's a certain fish-off that you guys want to see, let me know in the comments.
It's like a golden doodle, that dog is.
Is it a golden doodle? It is a golden doodle.
My best friend has one.
Matthew! What's up, buddy?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
How you doing, man?
Doing good. How are you doing, stud?
Stud.
He might have a little service issue himself. He's already frozen.
Who is it, Matthew Conant?
No, it's Mr. Matthew Barnes, but I think he's got some service issue.
You called him Stud. You didn't call him Stud Muffin, though, so that's a pass.
Now, can you hear me?
I can hear you, buddy. You in a rough service spot?
It's kind of in and out a little bit, yeah.
Dude, you're putting up some bruisers.
I'm trying, man. I found a couple. I lost one earlier.
Fishing some finesse, it looks like. You got is that a wacky worm or what? What you got going on there? Jig?
Bite, man. Jig bite.
Nice.
Right there.
Dragon bottom?
Yep. I haven't found anything shallow, really. Not with any size to it.
Hit up some brush piles.
This is just a drop off of a point right here.
Oh, okay.
The other spot I was catching them at, there's a brush pile out there.
Right on. Well, you Iowa boys are trying to prove every broadcaster wrong. You guys are bringing the pain today.
We always try to prove you guys wrong when you pick against us.
We figured that it was going to bring extra momentum because we know that Tommy gets a little upset when we pick against him. So, I figured that maybe it'd go the same way for you.
Hey, it's New Canoe versus New Canoe.
What's that?
Tommy just got done going swimming for his kayak.
Oh, really?
Swimming for his what? I couldn't hear him.
Put it up on bank. By the time he got struck back, it was out in the water.
Oh,
Wind blew it back out.
He had to swim for his kayak.
Yep.
It's crazy.
That is crazy. Well, I'll tell you what. It's not only Iowa versus Massachusetts. It's New Canoe versus New Canoe in this situation as well. Matthew's also on Team New Canoe. Trying to take out Mr. National Pro Staff over here. Matthew said, "Watch me. I'm going to prove my dominance on my own."
I'm definitely trying.
Well, as you already
Tommy's on his way over here.
As you already know, making it this deep in the team's bracket, it's not about what you do on day one. It's all about day two. But throwing up fish over 20 inches definitely takes the pressure off on day two.
Oh yeah.
I just wanted to get a decent limit today going. I didn't know if I was going to be able to get away from the 17s or not. Holy crap.
You did throw up a lot of... I was really having to look at him. I'm like, man, this dude's throwing up a ton of 17 inchers.
That's what you called yesterday, Mark. You said it's going to come down to who's got a 17 left in their bag.
I did, and Matthew, you're really making that prediction rough.
The first fish I caught was 17 something, and that was the first thing I thought of.
I did say that. I said, man, I think it's going to be close. Just that one last 17. Well, Matthew's got a 5-fish limit of them. Oh, that's great. I really think that's what's going to come down to. I think every fish that all four of these anglers are going to have are going to be 17 inches or bigger. I think what it really comes down to is who's got the last 17-inch standing. Derek Brundle and Matthew Conant both just threw up a 16 each, but they are just not on the normal fish you see out of Derek Brundle and Matthew Conant. So that gives advantage Iowa.
That's good. Hey, how's Mason doing?
Mason is in the
89.
second biggest bag right now.
89
Does?
inches. Yep.
Mason's got the second biggest bag. Will Brewer's got the first. Let's see here. Okay, here's Matthew Barnes, 20 and a quarter getting thrown up. Boy, I tell you what, that fish looked like he had been some places.
I thought that fish was going to be way longer than that.
He's got some battle wounds on him, that's for sure.
Yeah. I know there's bigger ones in here. I got a 22 out here left.
Right on, dude. That is absolutely awesome. I think we'd actually tried to get you a little earlier. It didn't connect. I said, you know what? I bet he's in a bad service spot. We'll try it back as we get closer to the afternoon. And sure enough, obviously that's what it was. Quick update on the team scores, though. Matthew Barnes, the second person today to bust 90 inches. He's at 90 and a quarter, but Derek Brundle has thrown up some fish. He is now up to 89 and a quarter. And check this out. The score is 167 and a half to 165 and three quarters. It's stupid close, like we called it down the middle.
Yeah, I think Tommy gets over here and cleans up his little fish a little bit. He'll be sitting pretty good.
Well, I tell you what, he was on a dink fest this morning. You were beating him with 4 fish, and he had all 5.
I know. I seen that. I was like, holy crap, Tommy. Well, the first lake that he went to, he said it was, he likes to fish down by the dam part of that lake. He said it was packed with buckwheat 90 feet out from the dam. So he didn't even fish the first place.
That's what he was telling us. He said the grass was so bad, he just packed up and left.
Yeah. Hope the sun don't kill my bite.
You look mostly cloudy there. Is it starting to clear up a little bit?
Just a little bit. Gets about 15 degrees hotter instantly when the sun comes out.
Hey, Tommy just messaged me just now. Just got off the water, switching lakes again.
Hurry up, Tommy.
I do need to make a quick announcement for the singles bracket. I just got notification that some of the tourney tags, I think there was 2 or 3 came back and are having to get remailed out. They came in today. That's Richie McMichaels and Rodney Kennens, who I'm down here visiting with. So Richie, Rodney, will get them mailed back out on Monday. The rest of them should be on their way because none of the other ones came back.
Return to sender.
Return to sender.
Address unknown.
I don't know what you're singing here, but it's weird.
No such number. No such phone. You never heard it? You never heard the oldies song?
No.
Return to sender?
It sounds familiar.
I've heard Mr. Telephone Man.
Expand your music horizons.
Have you heard Mr. Telephone Man?
Now I've heard of Mr. Postman.
Yeah, if you haven't heard of Mr. Telephone Man, don't brag to me about some Return to Sender song. I did play your song for the intro on the second time around, by the way.
You did what?
I played your song for the intro the second time around.
The one I sent you earlier?
I did.
That was my, a group of my buddies back home. They had a band called Pistol Holler. They're no longer together, but there's actually a country music artist that I know very well and his name's Rain Johnson, and he was the lead singer in that song. That band was called Pistol Holler, and that song was called The Holler. Rain Johnson's out on the radio putting up big hits all over country radio. His big one is called Front Seat, and just thought we give him a little plug. He's really good. So. You know, Rob Pignano out of the Northeast is a country music singer. You knew that, right? Hello?
Hey, hold on one sec. I'm on the phone with Greg real quick. Y'all go ahead. Y'all are on air. Y'all just go ahead and take over the show for just a second.
All right. So what'd you start off with your bite today, Matt?
Same thing.
Jig all day? Jig all day? Okay.
I threw worm a few times.
They like any top water, or do you feel confident throwing any type of top water in the mornings, or if it gets overcast or anything like that? Do you like throwing any top water?
I started out here and I ran down the dam here and picked up a couple of small ones.
Okay.
Just like last time I was here, anything with any size to it's been out deep.
Okay.
I haven't caught a fish other than the ones on the dam, probably under 8 foot of water.
Okay.
I mean, right
now they're down hugging bottom and probably not moving too much.
Yeah, the water temperature is 84 something.
Okay.
I just fished this spot right here and then let it cool down for a little bit and go over and fish the other spot over there I was catching them at, and I lost probably another 20 over there this morning.
Oh, wow. How big is the body of water you're fishing on now? You on a fairly decent size, or is it pretty small?
It's small.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. Greg was informing me on a little bit of change of plans, and then we had to get that addressed real fast, so I apologize, but I figure what two better people to take over the show for me than Todd Patrick and Matthew Barnes? But
change of plans. Anything that we need to know?
No. Just he was just telling me a few things. Nothing important. I'll send it over to you here in a little bit. And but no, nothing major.
Cool.
But I'll Mr. Barnes, I'm gonna go ahead and let you get to fishing, buddy. I know you've been fishing with us, but hopefully, our call brings you some good luck, and we'll holler at you later this afternoon.
Sounds good, buddy.
Take it easy, brother.
Thanks for coming on. Good luck.
Thanks.
All right, so we did have a fan request fish off. We're going to do 3 fish offs this afternoon. They wanted to see Derek Brundle taking on Mason Good. That's a pretty solid stick right there, dude.
An Iowa request.
No, it wasn't an Iowa request. It was Scott, one of our top fans, Scott. That's what I'm rolling with.
Well, Scott, you got it.
You got it. We just got to get them on the phone. We'll see if they answer. We're going to do 3 fish offs today. We've been broadcasting pretty well. We've gotten about 3.5 hours in. I assume we'll probably get another hour and a half, and then I'm going to go ahead and start getting ready for my my game day plan. No answer from DB? We had a little problem with getting him on earlier, too. Let's see if we can go ahead and get Mason Good on here, and then we'll work on Derek Brundle. I texted him. He should respond. I'll just go ahead and call him. Skype's been finicky today. Yes, sir. Hey, do you have a request?
Hello?
All right. Hey, Mason. Are you good to come back on?
Yeah.
All right. All right, Mason.
Mason, good. What's up, buddy?
How's it going?
We have a fan request to do a $20 fish off between you and Derek Brundle.
Okay.
You haven't been in a fish off yet, have you?
No.
All right, so the $20 fish off, once I get both of you on camera, I'll give you guys like a minute or two, and then I'll say, all right, any cast after this, next 12-inch plus over the side rail takes it. If you both hook up at the same time, it's the bigger fish.
All right.
And
I'm good with that.
Derek actually told me he had one on, is why he didn't accept it. But I'm calling him back.
Right when my bite starts to slow down, then you decide to do this.
Hey,
Yeah, there were requests to do these earlier in the morning.
I let the fans pick. The fans said, give me Mason Good, give me Derek Brundle, and who am I to oblige?
Okay.
If Derek decides he can come on.
I think I'm going to go to Gatlinburg for the weekend.
That's where I believe Greg is going.
Gatlinburg?
No, maybe not. I thought he said something about Gatlinburg. I don't know. Don't get me to
lying
on location.
I thought he was going to Florida.
Don't get me to lying. Mason, you're free to keep fishing if you want to. I'm having problems getting them on at the moment.
Yeah, and then I hook into a fish right before you get them on. I ain't playing your games.
All right, okay. If you only knew how many times that's happened.
Yeah.
Didn't Robert Brown do that?
I actually think Conant did that.
Okay, I knew somebody did it, and right before it started, they caught a fish.
Yep,
I was like, "Oh, that's."
I think that was Conant. I'm messaging him. Are you getting any of these? He said. I called him. He said, "Yeah, I got it." Hold on. Let me just call him on the phone real fast. We'll get it taken care of. Mason said he's going to wait this one out. Derek. So you got the first one, but you're not getting the other ones? Hey, if you go to your Skype, you might have an option to click join call. All right, if you don't, hit me up and I'll restart the call with you and Mason, and then I add Todd. Right. So Mason, while we're waiting on him to figure that out, buddies, you are having a freaking phenomenal day. We get to watch you hold up a 19.5. You're on a consistent hole, and you're sitting with the second biggest bag. I'm sorry, third biggest bag now by a 1/4 inch. Derek Brundle just knocked you down a peg.
Yeah, I saw that.
Third biggest bag of the day. Are you using what Greg calls the Iowa Special?
Yep. I got one of them tied on, and then I got a weighted Texas rig tied on. But it's kind of crazy. Most of my fish, so it's pretty windy out here. Sun straight up, no clouds, and I'm tearing them up on the whopper plopper.
What color?
I don't know, whatever this yellow
bone.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, bone.
All right. Derek says it's not working. I'm going to hang up on this call, start the call over. I'll call both of you back here in just a second.
All right.
All right. We're just going to end that call. Maybe had too many people on. I don't know. Skype is being super finicky everywhere around. Let's just see if we can get Derek on. Derek's Skype's been acting up a lot. I think it is. He's texting me. He thinks it's something with Verizon. So we're going to let him see if he can call me real quick. And if that doesn't work, Scott, we'll get his counterpart, Matthew Conant. If Derek can't come on, we'll try to get Matthew for you. Or if we can't get either one of them, we'll pick somebody, one of the hammers off the list here. Let's see here. I think we're having a Verizon issue across the nation today. All right, so let's go ahead and try calling Mason back and Todd. Don't know what's going on there. I don't, like I said, I don't think it's my end. All right, I don't think it's on my end, Todd. Hey, Todd. I don't think it's on my end. I actually think it's on Derek's. Derek texted me and said he thinks there's something going on. What the hell just happened? Did I click hang up? Oops. Did I do that or did you do that?
I didn't do nothing.
I might have accidentally hung up on you somehow. I don't know how. Or Derek texted me and said he thinks it's a Verizon issue.
Hello?
Hey, Mason. Derek said he thinks it's a Verizon issue. We've had a Verizon issue consistently through this thing, so I'm going to try him one more time. If it doesn't work, we're just going to get his counterpart, Matthew Conant, on and see if they can do it. Matthew Conant's got a history of winning these things, so you might have a little work cut out for you on that end.
Yeah.
Watch him bust a 20-incher right here before it starts.
No. See, the place I'm at, it's kind of split up into two different lakes. They're just right next to each other.
Right.
But you got to use separate boat ramps to get to them. One of them holds a bunch of fish between like the 17 and 19 and 16 and 19. And then, so that's where I went this morning. And then after I got a limit and kept messing around with the whopper plopper a little bit, then I came over to the main lake. And this one, the fishing's a lot harder and it's a lot harder to come by the fish, but they're almost always bigger.
Right on. Matthew.
What's up, buddy? What's happening?
What's up, Matt?
$20 fish off. You in?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. Fire that camera up. You're going up against Mason Good, buddy. Iowa versus Massachusetts, round 2.
All right, let me try to get this here.
He said, oh, hell yeah. He said, show me the money. All right, we got Matthew on there.
Oh,
right,
you know, after further review last week was a little questionable.
All right. Well, I'm not playing that. I already made the rule here. I said first 12-incher over the rail, regardless if first 12-incher over the rail is in it. If you both hook up at the same time, it's the biggest, but I've got to see the hookup.
It starts after Matt reels this in.
Yeah, after Matt reels that one in, it starts.
All right, let me get this thing in here. I don't want to waste the cast.
All right, game on.
All set.
Go.
Yeah, that was our problem last week. We had some under the seats and this and that. Well, if we're going to have a tie, I've got to see the hookup.
All right.
Didn't you take like $30 home last week, Conan?
What's that?
Didn't you take home $30 last week?
Yeah, consolation prize, and then I won the other one, yep.
No love. No love from Conan. Your partner's having all kinds of problems with his phone, so.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. It took him 40 minutes to download a fish.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he is struggling. Well, we've got our first $20 fish up on, and two major sticks in the game. So we'll see what happens. Oh my God! While y'all are doing this, Kyle Zimke just threw up a stud smallmouth, 19.5 inches.
Wow. Good job, Kyle.
Wow. He said he was still bed fishing, and I'm seeing a 13.5 incher from Conant down here.
Yeah, he called like 3 minutes too late again.
It's a story of my life, dude.
A day late and $1 short.
A day late and $20 short.
Out here paddling. What is this stuff?
Well, I didn't know you owned one of those.
Yeah, you gotta have backup.
Derek Brundle said he was going to go fish the Hobie event and said he didn't own a paddle, said he was going to use a shovel.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'll get Derek a paddle.
Mason Jeremy Brand says that you're in his spot.
Yeah, he wishes this was his spot.
Also, Mason, Kyle Zimke just knocked you down to 4th.
Okay. Still got plenty of fishing.
Oh, yeah. Still got 3.5 hours left. Again, guys, while this fish off is going on, all you fans out there, in the comments, if there's another fish off you want to see after it, I'm going to run 2 more. Just comment who you got. First come, first serve. So all you 8 people that are watching the broadcast at the very moment, go ahead and comment the next one you'd like to see while we watch Conant and Good battle it out. I tell you what, MLF ain't got nothing on us. We just call guys at the random. Hey, you want $20? $20 make you holler. They don't even know it's coming. They're like, oh, they're calling me for another interview. It's like, no, we want to see the fish. We started at 12:21, so if we get to 12:35, I'll say. If we make it another 10 minutes from now without any fish, we'll add a third angler and bump up the ante. And you guys feel free to pick from the teams bracket or the singles bracket, teams the guys versus the bracket guys, whatever you want to do. It's we're here to please the angler. Heck, if Greg was on the water, I'd even let you guys see him get beat.
Matt, what are you over there throwing?
Creature bait.
Oh, okay. Creature versus creature over here.
Pitching in the lilies.
I seen Mason put down his whopper plopper. He picked up a creature bait too. Looked like a rage craw.
Yep.
Well, the longest fish off we have had took 45 minutes for somebody to land a bass. It started with 2 anglers, moved up to 4 anglers, and I think that was the one that Conant won. He was the last person I called, actually. He was the person that made it a 4-person tournament, and he caught the fish.
Yeah, cast. It was awesome.
Matthew's actually posted several fish up on camera. He's, I mean, literally, I'm starting to wonder who is the better fisherman between him and Brundle.
Who's better, Conant? Tell us.
What's that?
Who's better, you or Derek?
Any given day. Go either way.
Any given day could go either way. That's respect right there. I don't know about you guys, but I'm like, I mean, hey, this house is cold.
Derek Brundle in the house.
Oh, wow. Derek was able to join.
Might as well just go ahead and let him in.
You guys will let anybody in this thing.
They're just talking about you.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, we asked Matt who was better, and he said he was leaps and bounds, head and shoulders better than you.
I've said it before.
He didn't say that. He didn't.
Didn't I, Marcus?
He did.
He didn't say
he
that.
He told me Matthew was going to be fishing circles around him before too long. He did say that. Well, I'll tell you this, Mason. You got any problem adding Derek into this and upping the ante up?
Yeah. Why not?
Hey,
3 for 30.
3 for 30. I don't know if Matthew's frozen.
Are you gonna fish off?
Yeah, it's a fish off.
Okay.
I think Derek's working at a bird's nest.
No, I'm retying.
Oh, okay.
Bird. Come on, guy.
Well, you know, happens.
I think I am, Greg.
I forgot he's got too many spin rods in his
What, you never get birds now?
Oh, I do. But I just pick up a different rod.
When Derek gets a bird nest, it's not coming out.
Yeah, I just pick up a different rod, start fishing, and pick that thing out when I get home.
Uh-oh.
Glory, I have a fishing rod.
I don't know what happened. We lost Brundle and Conan on the camera feed.
They're on.
Oh,
I see them.
Okay, so Todd, you can see them all?
Yep.
All right. Well, you might have to be my ears a little bit. I guess Skype on the broadcasting network's being a little finicky.
Derek just showed us a creature bait.
All 3 of them throwing a creature bait.
And Derek first cast in the water. Boom. Pitched. Conant is froze. Conant, I cannot see you, buddy.
Fish on.
Oh,
Derek got a fish.
Came off.
Oh, it came off.
Mason survives.
That was his first cast.
Who's on here? Matt and Mason?
Matt?
Yeah.
Mason.
Mason, I picked you to win, buddy. Make it happen.
Yeah, Todd, I got cameras bouncing back and forth, so you're my eyes on this one.
Yeah, Matt Conan's froze. Matt, do you have audio?
I might want to Verizon out here, honestly.
You might want to boot Matt and call him back because he's froze and he has no audio.
I can try it.
But Derek and Mason are good.
He's working on something. He just muted his mic.
Oh, Conant muted himself?
Yeah, Conant muted himself. And he unmuted himself.
Well, he's here. Turn your camera off, Matt, and then turn it back on. Oh, he left.
He left. We'll try giving him a shout back. For those of you guys out there that are watching this, you gotta, sometimes Skype's a little finicky when we add this many anglers, so we just kind of gotta swing with it. Todd can see all the cameras, even though we necessarily can't, but we do got a spotlight of Mason Good right now, so he's in the limelight. And but Derek does have his camera on. It's just one of those for some reason.
If Derek talks, he'll trump Mason's camera.
Hey,
as long as you can see Derek, then that's fine, because you can tell me when he hooks up and I can verify it.
Yep. He just pitched.
Derek's caught so many fish on live camera with KBBT that we don't really have to watch him.
I don't know what's going on with Verizon out this way today, but it's bad.
I don't know what's going on with Skype today. It's been an issue all day long. Oh, we got Derek back now.
It's like 30 minutes to submit a fish.
Now I've got Derek on camera.
You have Derek and Mason, or just Derek?
I got both of them.
Oh, I guess Derek just was mute too long, and it wasn't picking up.
But I will tell you this, Matthew didn't rejoin, so it looks like we're dropping back down to 20, guys.
Well, you can't do that.
Oh, well, let's ask Greg.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good. We jumped up to 30. We'll keep it at 30. I was just messing with Derek over here. You know, when you put dollar signs in front of Brundle, it's like it's better than tickets at a Dave & Buster's Game Rewards Center.
I'll take that too.
Hey,
send me a bunch of tickets.
Hey, Marcus, you ever played Whack-A-Mole?
I have a couple times.
Yeah, that was great yesterday. You had me rolling.
Mason, Jeremy says you should backlash and accidentally catch a 21-inch.
Yeah.
Tell us the story behind that one.
So the 21 I caught when Greg was here, I cast in, and casting right up against the bank. So I hit the bank itself like probably 3 inches above the water. So it created a little backlash. So I just kind of pulled my line into the water, fixed my backlash. When I fixed it, I reeled down to my slack, and hey, there's 21.
Nice.
Is Derek frozen on your screen? No,
no.
There he goes. There he goes. Okay. Just making sure. He's got that problematic phone. You're good. You're good, baby. Hey, does Conan have Verizon too? I don't know if you heard me.
Hey, Derek, does Conan have Verizon?
Right, he might not can hear us, but he's fishing, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, there it is.
It's not my fault. Fish on.
Fish on. Fish on.
Yeah,
got it.
Game over. Yeah,
game over. Game over.
Oh yeah, that's
over.
Yeah,
that's well over 12 inches.
That's a freaking. What is that? 17?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna find out here shortly. 17 3/4.
17 3/4.
Right on. Well, boys, thank you for playing. Well, boys, thank you for playing. Derek, I'll make sure you get your $30 PayPal to you, my friend.
Thanks, you handsome devil.
It's the beard. It's all the beard. But, boys, we'll let you get back at it, let you finish out your days, and look forward to hollering at you guys this evening.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Good luck to both of you. Be safe.
Oh, yeah.
Garrett Brundle wins the first one. All right.
It's like almost not fair to have him in a win anymore. Him or Robert Brown.
They win a lot, dude. Conant does too. Well, we didn't get a fan request, so I've got one I'm going to make of my own. Will Brewer against Kyle Zemke, if I can get them both on. We'll try Will first. We'll see what happens. Will's in one of those spots. Will always has spotty service. Will might not be coming on. Let's see if we can't get Kyle on here. Kyle won a fish off last week, I think, too. If Will Brewer doesn't answer, well, then my next pick is going to be David Brooke. Let's see. Will Brewer Will Brewer unavailable. Kyle Zemke not picking up. Let's try David Brooke. Ben Steele threw up some fish finally. 83 3/4. David Brooke unavailable. Jeez, what is going on with these fish offs?
Update on the team bracket. Icky Thumb 167.5. A team 167. Smoking Guns 135.75. Starley and Hutch 47.75.
A tough day.
We almost have 100-inch arse whooping going on right now. Smoking Guns, Starley and Hutch, and then Icky Thumb and A Team is a 1/2 inch.
I actually trying Icky Thumb right now too. It's not
So that I think that fish that Derek Brundle just caught put him at 91 inches. He is now second biggest bag of the day, 4 inches behind Will Brewer, and a 1/2 of an inch ahead of Kyle Zemke out of Idaho with 90.5 inches. Your top 4 or the rest of your top 5 bags: Mason Good with 89 inches, David Brooke with 88.25 inches, and then you got Torrey Webb at 88, Jesse Wade at 86.50. Ben Steele 83.75, Matthew Conant 77.75, and Mr. Massey with 59 inches. That round out your top 10 in your singles.
right on. Todd, I might have to call you right back and restart the Skype call again.
Go ahead with it. I'll go ahead next to myself.
All right, Bub. Let's see if we can't get some of these guys, somebody on. Let's try it this way. Maybe it'll work better this way. I really don't know if there is some service issues going on that bad. But I mean, I'm sitting here pinging people, and it's just nothing. David's not online. We'll try Kyle again. Kyle's working. There we go, Kyle.
Yo, yo.
How would you like to be in another $20 fish off?
Well, I guess I could do that.
Right on. We just seen Derek Brundle put a smackdown on Mason Good. Let me see if I can find you an opponent real quick.
I dropped my phone before I ever get that far.
Hey, we got to watch Bobby Morin get knocked out of his kayak by an alligator earlier.
Holy crap! Are you serious?
Knocked out of his boat by an alligator.
Oh my gosh! I've about been knocked out of my boat by some waves a couple times, but
I don't even know what to say.
I know, man. That's insane. An alligator. That's like one time I was sturgeon fishing, and some guy showed up with a camel because apparently it's illegal to fish off a camel's back in Idaho. But I've done it.
What's going on, Kyle?
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Just taking a break in some calm water for a minute.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're still fishing for bedded fish?
You know, I did get a few this morning, but they finally started moving. The other day when I was out here, they kind of moved a little bit, but I've caught, my last upgrade was a 19.5, and I caught it clear out off of a ledge in some deep water. Well, not really deep, but clear out off shore anyway.
Nice.
And I've lost a couple too that never got a C that might have been upgrades. You know how that goes.
That 19.5 was a stud.
Yeah,
Good limit.
I thought I was snagged. That was another one of them with some shoulders on her.
I am sitting here waiting for everybody I can think of to find this guy an opponent for a $20 fish. It's like, no, we're not taking on Kyle.
Right.
No, we're not doing it.
Not too bad out there right now. You can only see just.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
okay,
it wasn't beautiful. It wasn't beautiful earlier.
No, it's calmed down a lot actually.
But yeah, he said that alligator was like 8 feet or so. Swam right in front of his kayak, knocked him. It was going from right to left, knocked him to the left.
Oh my gosh!
Has Catherine Field got a chance to fish off?
We talked to her a little earlier. I just rang her as well. I've rang everybody. Rang just about everybody.
Ah, that's okay.
Well, no, I've still got a few more. I've still got Ben Steele and Tommy Thompson.
You know, it's funny, the alligator thing. The first kayak tournament I ever went to, I was in a 10-foot Hobie Sport down in Dana Point, California. It was the first tournament I ever attended, ever. And Tommy and Michael told me that you got to be careful because of the seals. Every so often, they might just decide they want to take a break. And they'll do that on your kayak. And I kind of laughed. I thought, you guys are lost. Well, that shit's real. They really did get up on my kayak. And I'll tell you what, it's a fight. And they're a lot bigger than you think. But it's amazing the capacity of a Hobie 10-foot Sport. It will hold probably a baby seal, not a full-grown one, and myself. A little touchy, but it hung around for a minute and said hi, and off it went.
That's hilarious.
Like on your kayak?
Yeah, dude. I thought the same thing you're thinking until I seen that bad boy come up and land on the front of my kayak and about knock me off. And
Hello.
Potter.
Oh, hold on, man. Let me get my earpieces in, see if they work yet.
Uh-oh, we actually might have Mr. Alligator Man himself.
Oh, yeah.
Gentlemen.
All right, Bobby.
Yeah.
$20 fish off between Alligator Man and Kyle Zimke, who are now calling the Seal Man.
Oh, what, he get knocked out of the boat by a seal?
We got Tommy Thompson on here too, I think. 3 people came on.
Hey, Marcus, I'm gonna let you guys go, man. I gotta talk to work.
Later, Bob. Bobby, I don't have your camera, Bobby.
Oh, hold on, man. Let me find it here. There we go.
All right, now I don't have Tommy's camera. Well, look, if we can get Tommy's camera on here, we'll do a 3-way fish off for $30 and we'll call it a day. There we go. All right, guys, put us somewhere you can see us. Starting when everybody's got lines in their boats, we'll do a $30 fish off. All right, I got one, two. Everybody good to go?
Good to go.
Next 12-inch or bigger fish over the wall and on the camera is $30 in your PayPal account, boys.
Fish on. I'm just kidding.
Bobby's got one. Are you kidding me?
Jeez.
Are you kidding me?
Bingo!
We're better chicken dinner.
First freaking cast of Bobby Moore that got knocked out of his boat by... Oh, Tommy. Bobby got knocked out of his boat by an alligator earlier.
Oh, a nice one, too.
All right, Bobby, I'll let you go measure your fish, buddy. We'll get you $30.
All right, brother.
Later, Bobby. All right, look, I'll do another $20 out of my pocket for you two guys because that was just unfair. You guys,
man.
Hey, y'all can keep going. I'll do another $20 for you two. Oh, you gotta be kidding.
Ah!
Is that gonna break 12 inches?
Little bugger. Well, it might not be. You know, the little ones never hold still. 14.
Tommy, it is not your day, brother.
Sorry, Tommy, I didn't even see that one coming.
All right, Kyle, buddy, I'll let you go. We'll get you $20, homie.
All right, man.
See you, buddy.
Guys.
Tommy.
Yeah, what's up?
Dude, it's not your day, brother.
Hey, when I switched lakes, I power poled down, went to get the truck, came back. My boat was out to sea. I had to go swimming to go get it.
Your partner was telling us, or no, Mason was telling, somebody was telling us about that, and I'm like, how does that happen?
It sucked. 20 mile an hour winds.
Golly, dude. So you switched lake for the third time today. Dude, I've got to say, it's day one. I've got mad respect for what you're doing right now. You are doing everything you can to finish a strong limit on day one. I'm assuming to make your day two that much easier.
Yeah, I'm only going to one lake tomorrow. I'm saving it for tomorrow.
You're not even touching it today.
Not even touching it. It's the Lake of Giants.
The Lake of Giants.
Too windy to go in there today. There's no trees.
Is it going to be less wind tomorrow?
Yes, it's going to be less wind and cooler. I think our heat index today is 108.
Welcome to Iowa.
Yeah, 108 with 20 mile an hour winds takes the breath right out of you.
Well, you know, I was talking on the podcast. We talked about the Matthew Barnes earlier, and we said, you know, I told you guys, I think whoever wins is going to be the team that gets rid of their last 17-inch fish. I think it's going to be one person out of all of you guys that has a 17-inch left on the board. Your partner said he had that going through his mind as he was landing 17-incher after 17-incher after 17-incher.
Yeah, he's on good fish. We're on the same lake now. We're splitting it in half. So we'll see if I can get some upgrades in the next hour or two.
Right on, brother. Well, hey, I gotta say, you know, You guys has your partner switched lakes at all today, or has he been on the same one throughout the entire day?
He's made it about 10% of this lake.
10%?
He hasn't switched lakes, and I don't think he needs to because this lake is on fire right now.
And you've went to 3 different ones and fished 2 of them.
Yeah, I'm on my 3rd one now. I'm at the same lake as Matt.
Right on, brother. Well, hey, I mean, if you don't care, we'll stick around with you for a minute before we go ahead and shut off for the day, and we'll just hang out. 16 anglers, usually we get a lot more feed time. We've had a lot of show time today. It's just been one of those things. Service has been an issue everywhere.
Yeah. I couldn't even hear you guys earlier. When y'all were live, I kept trying to log on. It's probably where I was at, but the parts that I did log on, it seemed like they were cutting in and out too, so I don't know what's going on.
Your partner, I think, is now in a bad service spot as well.
Yeah, I can see him. He's only about 300 yards from me.
I tried calling him again with no luck, but we were able to stick around with him quite a bit today as well. That's one of the things we want to give the the teams bracket guys just as much as the singles guys, because I mean, if you think about it, you guys have put on more than twice the amount of time, 24 hours a weekend. For how many weekends in a row has it been? 4? 3?
I lost track. You know what? We're probably on the water anyway. Think about it.
And you guys, especially you two, you guys have you guys don't leave the water ever.
Now
you might as well have a house kayak.
I mean, I live on a lake too, so. Yeah, I live on a lake, and I'm not even fishing right now.
What lake do you live on?
Rock Creek.
Is it any good?
It is good. It's got some of the biggest fish in Iowa in it. It's a hard place to fish. It got no structure. It's basically a almost 700-acre bowl. It's got some laydowns, but there's no structure in it, so the fish, they just racetrack. It's got some monster crappie in it, monster gill in it, some monster walleye in it, and the bass are fat because they just eat up all them gill and crappie.
Right on.
And there's been some. I think 2 of the fish on Iowa's top 10 last year. 2 of those fish came from that lake. It's a hard place to fish.
Tough, huh?
But I'm going to a place that's got some big monsters in it tomorrow, so I won't have to get up as early. It's basically about 8 miles from my house.
Well, that's not bad at all. I'm getting up tomorrow morning at like 2:30 in the morning to drive to a boat ramp to be there at 4 a.m. Not totally excited about getting up and fishing 10 straight hours at that time, but it's like, hey, look, you gotta get there when the fishing's on. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Here in Iowa, if you're gonna go fish, just be prepared to travel 2 hours.
That's
luckily for me, I live in the central part of the state, so it's pretty even whatever direction I go. But you're putting 2 hours in no matter what, unless you're fishing at your house. I fish there during the week. I fish there a lot during the week, and I do a lot of demos on it. So I don't know. I'm probably ignorant for not fishing my home lake.
I don't know about that. I mean, the thing about me, if I don't like fishing my home lakes either. I live 30 minutes in any direction from some of the best fishing in Arkansas. But it's just one of those. I'm like, man, I hate my home lakes. I don't want to fish tournaments there.
Yeah. Our state championship was at that lake last year. I think Jordan pulled out at 22. A couple, some 20s, some 19s. So it's got the fish. It's just like I said, you got to put 30 guys on it just to see big fish.
One of those hero or zero lakes, huh?
Yeah.
Just like Lake Fork, hero or zero.
Right. And it damn sure doesn't fish good in the wind.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. I know that we've had Mason. We've had Mason good on a lot. He's doing extremely well today. Your partner Matthew seems to be holding down the fort at least on day one.
He is.
That's one of those things that makes the team tournament great is knowing, hey, look, I can rely on my partner, but at the same time, I've got to get my butt moving.
I mean, you guys remember 2 brackets ago when I had a pretty good limit on day one, 92 or something like that, and I think Matt had 70, 72, and you guys were asking me about that, and I said the whole time, I said, I'm not worried about Matt, I'm worried about me, because Matt numbers.
Matt's been a tank for a long time. As long as I've known him in Team Nucanoe and been a part of it with him, he's always been a hammer.
Yeah, he's always going to put the fish up. I got all the faith in him. I just got to worry about me. So there we go.
Fish on?
Yeah.
You need me to tell you your total? You already know it.
It's too small.
Well, I'll give you some numbers that are stupid close. So you've got Derek Brundle, 91 inches even. Matthew Barnes, 90 1/4. Matthew Conant, 77 3/4. Tommy Thompson, 77 1/4.
Holy crap. That's pretty close.
168 3/4 to 167 1/2. You're literally 1 1/4 inches from tying, and I believe your partner has the big fish, which would put you. No, wait, you got a 20 3/4.
Yeah, I got big fish, I think.
You do have. Where are you at? You've got the biggest fish of the day in teams competition.
Yeah. Get 4 more like that, we're good to go.
4 more like that, and you move on to next weekend.
Yeah.
Well, Tommy, I think we're going to wrap it up here with you, brother. Go ahead and holler at the end of the day. We look forward to having you on camera tomorrow and seeing how this thing plays out.
Awesome, Marcus. We'll talk to you later.
Take it easy, buddy. Good luck to you. Tell Matthew I said good luck to him, and y'all have a great rest of your day. Don't sweat too much.
All right, buddy. Thanks.
Try not to go swimming anymore. Later.
All right.
All right, guys, that's a wrap for us today. There's 3 more hours in competition for Central Time, guys. 2 more hours of competition for Eastern. I'm sorry, there'll be 3 more hours for Mr. Kyle Zemke, but we're going to go ahead and let them guys battle it out. That's just singles. That's not counting teams. They go on longer. We've gotten a total of about, let's see here, what we end up with total. Pop open the camera real fast. Bear with me here. I'm a little bit slow. I haven't ate today. So we'll go ahead and say 2.5 hours on this one, an hour on the other one, 30 minutes. So, 4 or 5 hours of total broadcasting today. I think that's going to be a good one. We'll go ahead and wrap this up. We'll get back with you guys towards the evening of this. Actually, wait, we might have one more guy. Someone that hasn't got to come on today just messaged me. We're going to see if we can get Jason Starley on right before we go ahead and end things out. See if it'll work. It did not work. There was. Oh, David Massey has a hole in his kayak. That's no bueno. We'll see if we can get him on camera real quick. He didn't get to come on today either. He just texted me, letting us know he's not online. He's got a big leak in his kayak. Been trying to patch it for about an hour. Not sure if he'll be able to make it back on the water today, but he's doing his best. Try Jason Starlight. Let me make sure before I do close this thing out that there isn't anybody else that I haven't gotten on. We try to be fair to all anglers throughout competition, whether you've got one fish or 10. Let me just make sure that I tried Sparty. He didn't answer. He was unavailable, had his Skype turned off. Tried Chad Danielson a couple times. We still got 3 people that don't have fish on the board, and it looks like everybody else has been called. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up with that. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you guys this evening for the award ceremony.